This conference will now be recorded.
The regular board is now 1:04. This meeting to
Gloria, you're breaking up a little bit. We can't hear you. Sorry. See, your mic is going on and off on the screen.
why it's doing that.
Yeah, it's still doing. It's probably your Wi-Fi connection.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's
I
better.
can hear you.
That's
Great.
much better. Thank you.
Going
Doing it.
go in and out again.
Hey, President Gray, try turning off your camera and see if just the audio will work. Try now. With the camera off. Director Gray, can you hear us?
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Can you
Gloria,
hear
we
me?
can hear you.
You can hear me now? Okay,
Yes.
let me start again. Welcome to the regular board meeting of West Basin Municipal Water District for November 23rd, 2020. It's now 1:07. Call the meeting to order. We do have a quorum. I would like to ask Margaret to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Margaret, if you would.
Yes, it'd be my pleasure. If you can all stand and put your hand across your heart and begin with me. I pledge allegiance to
Flag
the flag of the United States of America
and to the
and to
republic
the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
all.
Thank you, Margaret. Item 5, presentations, Mr. Shields.
President Gray, good afternoon, members of the board, good afternoon, and staff. We have no public comment and we have no presentations.
Okay, next item, 6 items too late to be agendized. Any?
We do not have any.
And item 7, consent calendar, please.
I'll move the consent calendar. I move the consent calendar.
All right,
Second.
there's first and a second.
Williams,
All right, any discussion? No discussion, let's please vote. Director Quan,
Yes.
Director Williams,
yes.
Director Houston,
Yes.
Director Deere,
Yes.
and Director Gray, yes. We'll go to item 9, information calendar. Patrick?
Yeah, we have the action calendar first, President Gray. We have.
Is that,
And
I'm
I-
sorry, item 8, I'm sorry, action calendar.
Yeah, thank you, President Gray. We do have an item on the action calendar and it pertains to our regularly scheduled board meeting in December. As you know, per our code, we normally have our board meetings at 1 p.m. on the fourth Monday of each month, unless there's a holiday or some other conflict, and we move them. In this case, we do have a board meeting scheduled for the 28th of December, 2020 on Monday. And it's 5 weeks from today. And that date would fall sort of in between the holiday week. It is following the Christmas holiday, which is Christmas Day is on Friday. And then on the week of the 28th, there's district's holidays on the Thursday and the Friday. So rather than have it be 5 weeks out and to bring it out of the Christmas kind of window, we would request and recommend that the board consider moving the meeting to Monday, December 21, 2020 at 1 p.m.
Right, is there a motion?
I move that.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, discussion. Director Houston, any discussion?
No, that works for me. Thank you.
Director Williams,
No, I'm good.
Director Deere,
No.
Director Quan?
It's okay. No comments.
Great, that's fine. All right, let's take a vote on it. Did we already vote or just, that was discussion? So do we need a roll call vote? Let me call on Deere. We're voting.
Yes.
Houston,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Quan,
Yes.
Gray, yes. All right, we'll move on to the information calendar. Patrick?
Yeah, on the information calendar, we have an item here, which is the recognition for Director Carol Kwan for Division 3. Director Kwan has been representing Division 3 for 24 years almost. The cities of Hermosa Beach, Lomita, Manhattan Beach, Redondo Beach, and part of Torrance. And we just wanted to have it on here to allow the board to comment or to recognize the director. And with that, I'll hand it over to President Gray.
Thank you, Director. Thank you, General Manager. Before I make comments, I wanted to go to my board members to see if they had any comments. We'll start with you, Director Houston.
Sure. I do have a few comments, and I just wanted to say I'm glad that we did put this item on the agenda. I think it was a surprise for many of us that Director Kwan did not win her reelection, but I will say that first of all, it's been a real pleasure serving with you, Director Kwan. And as Patrick noted, I think you're nearly the longest serving board member at West Basin. I think Ed Little might have had you beat by about a year, if I have my math right, but still 24 years is quite an amazing run. And also the fact that you are the first and the only Asian American who has ever served on this board is to be commended. And I think that when I think back to your own life story, you do have an amazing life story. Coming here as an immigrant, being a very self-made person. And so, you really brought a lot to the board. You brought a lot to this agency over the years. And I also would say you brought a lot of fun and sense of humor to the board that I think we're going to miss. So I know I'm going to miss it. I think staff will miss it. And also, many in the water community, of course, know you and knew you from years of service. So there's many folks who do know you out there in the community. And so when I run into folks, of course, you're one of the directors that they know well over the years. So the last couple of things I just want to say again, too, my sincere condolences on the loss of your dad in this time, and what a time to have it happen with everything else going on in the world, including this election season. But all that being said, Director Kwan or Carol, I'm going to miss you. I think the residents of Division 3 are going to miss you. And I do give you all my best wishes to you and your family. Of course, we're not going to be strangers, but thank you so much for your service.
All right, thank you, Director Houston. We'll go to Director Deere.
I have to pretty well echo the comments of Director Houston. I agree with almost all of his comments. I think I believe that Carol also represented Lomita. You didn't mention Lomita. At any rate, Carol, it's been a tremendous 24 years for you, and you made a lot of contributions to the district and to the benefit of the people of the district. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Director Deere. Director Williams.
Thank you, Director Gray. Director Kwan, of course, you have my condolences concerning your dad, and I just want to say thank you for your service. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Director Williams. Director Kwan, first of all, let me again extend my condolences to you and your family regarding your dad. I did call you to express that. I knew your dad. I've been in his presence several times in your home, and so thank you for your hospitality. He was quite an interesting person to me, and so I know your family will miss him. But I believe you had 95 years, Carol. 95, yeah. So that's a blessing. In regards to your leaving, we first of all, it is no surprise that this item should have been on the agenda because we should recognize you, and it was something that certainly the general manager and myself placed on the agenda because it was appropriate. You've been on the board for at least 24 years, and I think that's 6 terms. Is that 6? I think that's 6 terms, right? That's quite a long time. We are going to have a proclamation for you. We did not get it in time to virtually present it to you, but we will certainly send it to you. But you and I have something in common because you were the first Asian American woman and I was the first African American woman. So we do share something in common. And I've been on the board 12 years, I believe, and you and I have had some good camaraderie in terms of some of the times that we spent together, as well as serving as colleagues on the board. You were the first woman, so you broke the glass ceiling in terms of serving on West Basin's board. It's been in existence for 66 years, and certainly you were the first woman. And so when I look at the news nowadays, I see women, all women, just being in leadership roles. And so you did this on West Basin's board back in 1996. So be very proud of that. I do want to just mention the cities that you do represent. You represent Division 3, cities of Hermosa Beach, Lomita, Manhattan Beach, Redondo Beach, and a portion of Torrance. And I think that I was inclusive with your district. And one thing that you were very instrumental in doing, and this is something that we have done for a number of years, and this is part of your legacy, you were the one in 1998 initiated West Basin's annual Water Harvest Festival, which is one of our very popular events that we have every year. It's a free event. It teaches thousands of community members about water conservation each year. And so we're very proud of that event, and we're so pleased that you brought it to this agency, that you had the foresight and vision to do this. So again, you will be receiving a proclamation, and we do appreciate the service that you've provided this agency for 24 years. I wish you the best in your retirement and whatever you will do next. I know that you're very active, and so I'm sure you will continue to be involved in your community. So thank you, Carol. And Carol, would you like to say a few words?
Sure. Are you guys ready for an hour speech? No. Anyways, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for all the kind words. Thank you. I mean, I actually, the timing is interesting. My losing first, my losing my elections kind of course, caught me by surprise. And I cannot deny that. I told everyone, oh, my ego is hurt, man. And how could I lose my election after 24 years? But it's a fact, right? And change is good. I don't doubt it, and, people move on. And I always said, I have a very good run. 24 years is actually a very long time, at one place. I make friends, make some enemies, but, you all come in good terms. That's how it is, right? You have your up and down, and I just had a lot of fun. And I work with so many amazing staff. It's an amazing experience, and really a very, very good chapter of my life. No regret, just have a lot of fun and moving forward. And I'm here now. My ego is not hurt so bad. I walk and I ride my bike every day, and just moving forward to have some more fun. Thank you. And then my dad's passing. That's another thing. He's 95, had a very good life. And I think it's almost the timing. It's like, Carol, now it's kind of time that you move on something a little bit different. I took in my dad and my parents actually for a long time. Interesting enough, though, I moved back to the house the year I got elected. And then my mom passed, and then my dad passed. A full 24 years have passed. And like I said, I had so much fun. And of course, I will miss all of you guys. I miss the little disagreement that we had on the board. I miss the smile. I miss the funny joke that I thought was funny that I cracked. But anyways, it's all good. And really, Director Gray, President Gray, Director Harold Williams, Director Scott Houston, and Director John Deere. It's all fun. Everyone had the differences. And at the end of the day, it's all about the healthiness and the good thing of West Basin that we carry on. And staff, I cannot say enough. And I wish I could name all the staff, but thank you. And I guess Margaret's there longer than me, right? And she's still there. She's the evergreen tree, and it does a good job. And the general manager, he's new, but wishing him luck moving forward. And I saw Dave there with the beer, almost, can't recognize him. And Amy and Marianne, and I could name a few. And then when things are done, I try to write a thank you note to all of you, okay? But thank you. I really, from the bottom of my heart, I have a very, very good run for 24 years, and I cannot deny that. I cannot. My feelings hurt a little bit when I lost. I repeat it again, but hey, you know what? Gotta get over it. 24 years, a long, long run. Thank you. And I hope that the new director, Desi, will bring in new idea, new thoughts, I'm pretty sure, and it's good. It's all good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you. I know we can't have any formal ceremony, so this was it. So I'm going to allow anyone from the staff who would like to make comments. I mean, if anyone wants to speak up, to speak up.
Yeah, Director Gray, this is District Council O'Neill. Can you hear me?
Yes, Steve, we can hear you.
Oh, good. Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks to Carol for all her years of service, and for we've been through a lot. I've been around for quite a while as well, and I mean, from the water harvest to bumping up the recycled water program to the kind of the nascent stages of the desal program. It's really been a pleasure working with you. You always bring a lot of energy to all the projects and to all the meetings and to every engagement, and I really appreciate that. And I want to thank you for the time working together, and also again extend the best wishes from Barbara and I over the loss of your dad. I know you guys were very close, and you spent a lot of time together the last couple of years. So I'm happy to hear he had a calm and peaceful passing, and I'll stop there. But thanks very much, Carol.
All right. Thank you, Stephen. Anybody else?
Dr. Gray, this is Margaret.
I can see you. I can hear you.
All
Margaret?
right. Dr. Kwan, and just want to share with you that it's been a pleasure to work with you. You've been supportive of me and of my department, and I'm truly appreciative of that. And you know, I know that we're both in the South Bay. Hopefully, we'll bump into each other around there, and you know, you get to go out and enjoy those long bike rides and walks and enjoy that time. And my condolences to you on the loss of your father. Sad to hear it, but I know that he brought you great joy, and thank you again for all the things that you've done for West Basin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Margaret. Anyone else? Michelle?
Yeah.
There you
Hi.
are.
Hi, Director Kwan. I wanted to say my condolences as well about your dad. We did have some good conversations, sharing stories about caring for parents and everything. And so my heart goes out to you. And so I do want you to know that I enjoyed working with you over these past years. And I definitely, you know, if there's any questions that you have, you know, just feel free to give me a call. And I wish you all the best. I really do. Thank you so much for your service to the district.
Okay. Anyone else? Just show your face. Carol, I think they want to tell you stuff privately. Oh, I see someone. Is that Amy?
Yeah,
Amy.
hi. I just wanted to say thank you, Director Kwan, for your energy and excitement about public outreach and information. I know you brought us the water harvest, and it was always a tough planning for the Public Information Department, but fun memories. And anyway, just want to say thank you and best wishes to you.
Thank you, Amy. All right, last call. Okay, Carol, I think they're going to tell you things privately, okay? Oh, wait, there's another. Is that you, Janelle? No, it's
No,
Elise.
this is Elisa.
Oh, hi.
Thank you,
Okay.
Director Gray. Director Kwan, I just want to wish you the very best. And, you know, though we didn't get the opportunity to talk a lot this year just because of the situation we're in, I do, you know, want to wish you the very best. I wish I could give you a hug like we normally do in the hallways. So, condolences to you and your family in regards to your father. But again, we're going to miss you, and it was great working with you. So take care.
Carol is saying thank you. You can't hear her, but she's saying
Yeah,
thank
thank you, everybody, of all the nice words, sweetness. And don't do that anymore. It's going to make me cry.
you. Okay. All right. We will move on. All right. Congratulations, Carol, on your retirement. Okay. All right.
All right,
we'll-
rock and roll. Thank you.
We're gonna, where are we? Oh, receive
Item
and,
number 10, receive and file.
all right, item 10, receive and file. General Manager Shields, please.
Yeah, we have 12 items here for on the receive and file calendar for the board to approve.
Okay, is there any item you would like pulled? If not, is there a motion to approve receive and file item?
Houston, I'll move it.
Director Houston moved it, Director Kwan. Oh,
Second is okay. Yeah.
Director Kwan seconded, so any discussion? Hearing none, we will vote. Director Kwan? Vote.
Yes. Yes.
Director Houston?
Yes.
Director Williams?
Yes.
Dear, Director Dear?
Yes.
All right, motion carried, all items approved. All right, item 11, General Manager's Activities Report. Mr. Shields?
Thank you, President Gray. I have a few items to go through. We have been asked to speak or be present, I should say, at the City of El Segundo City Council meeting on Tuesday, December the 1st at 6 p.m. They have an item on there concerning wastewater and water rates. So Margaret and I plan to be in attendance and still working out with staff there the nature of our participation, but it's on the agenda, and I just want to let the board know that's coming up next week. As far as our diversity, equity, and inclusivity training, We did have our first training session for staff regarding implicit bias and the DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusivity training. And that was conducted for all employees on Thursday, November 5th, and with several breakout sessions. Very, very positive feedback about that first session. The second session is on Monday, November 30th. And of course, we have homework for these classes and these conversations ahead of time, which all staff. And we're going to have a third and final session around Thursday, November 17th. And then the training for the board is still being scheduled, so tentatively in January of 2021. And I'll have more details to follow on that. And now I'd like to recognize somebody. She's on the call here, or she was. Where'd she go? Elisa, can you put your camera on, please? Elisa loves to be on camera. So Elisa Mecenas-Fidelio was able to secure $10,000 in grant monies towards our COVID-19 safety efforts from the district's workers' compensation provider, state fund, through their essential business support fund. So we will be potentially be using these for everything from safety items like facial masks, maybe with the district logo, and oximeters, which test your oxygen levels. I really, really want to commend Elisa, tremendous employee, but she on her own initiative, and even Michelle told me she did this all by herself. She went out and she chased down this money and she got it for really a very, really good cause. So thank you, Elisa, for that. It was really, really good, much appreciated. And it's going to go to very good use. So thank you. A couple of things from PI. Of course, we're doing a lot in the virtual world in the PI group these days, and Melissa, Janelle, and Daryl, they did a live stream, a virtual tour of the Ed.C. Little Water Recycling Facility on Saturday, November 14th. We had 33 attendees, 33 joined us. And we had Anne-Marie Donkin, representative of the Topanga area. She is a freelance writer there for the Canyon Chronicle, I believe, and is hopefully going to do a little story for us on that. So Amy, keep me posted on that. Actually, I probably should have left this to the end, but it's here in my sequence. So it's another monumental day for somebody who's retiring, who's on the call today. After a very distinguished 16-year career with the agency, and he's reached that lucky milestone where he can retire comfortably, and we've got a lot of plans for his retirement. So Dave Scholl, give a hand to Dave Scholl for his retirement. And Dave was very, very gracious to give us a couple of months notice, and has had an excellent succession plan in place with Yvonne Lucas and Joanna Garcia, two very, very capable lieutenants who will work closely with Margaret to ensure a seamless transition. David, of course, as you know, was the curator of all of our, West Basin's historical mementos and stuff, and we were going great guns with that, David, and we're still going to do it, but we ran into COVID and we couldn't quite do the things we wanted to do physically, but you've preserved all of those things from newspaper clippings. And Dave, I can tell you, is a man who really wears the West Basin logo on his heart. He's all in for West Basin. And he is a huge figure in the contracts world and procurement. He's very much involved and looked to as a leader. So David, we'll miss you and thank you. And I know we have a date to have a glass of wine over at your house on my way down the 91 freeway. And so don't let me pass up between now and Christmas, just the one. And, but again, thank you very much. Another small item I have here, we did have a green team, which is an internal team that pursues sustainable efforts and how our buildings can be green, how the plant can be green, and how we extend that into our community. And it kind of dropped off well before COVID. So I've revamped that and asked for volunteers, and we got some quite a few volunteers, and we had our first meeting on the 17th. So we'll be reporting back, and then we're just kind of still in the formative stages to see what we can do, everything from recycling to saving electricity, and I say all the way to extending, sustainable ideas and practices into the communities that we serve. The other thing I would like to mention, of course, is we have some upcoming holidays where the district will be closed, of course, this Thursday, November 26th, Thanksgiving, and the day after Thanksgiving, Friday, November 27th. And we also have the caucus the next Wednesday, I believe, the December 2nd. I'd like to wish everybody a very happy and safe Thanksgiving. And to Director Kwan, I've known you for a very long time. It's been quite the roller coaster, some great times. And thank you for your contributions to the agency. You're a very well-known figure here in the South Bay, but I'm sure you'll stay visible in some kind of way. But thank you for all you've done for the agency. Appreciate it. And that concludes my report.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. General Manager, any questions? All right, my council's report, Steve.
Thank you, Director Gray. You'll have a summary of our activities for the past weeks in your inbox shortly. We had kind of a busy weekend with staff, and I haven't had a chance to put it together yet, but I hope to get it out tonight or tomorrow. We do have a closed session that described in 14A concerning real property negotiations. And I always wanted to echo Pat's comments about Dave Schill, because as you probably know, the district runs a lot of contracts, and we procure a lot of materials and services. And I've had the pleasure of working with Dave over the last 16 years doing this, and he has just been a really invaluable asset for the district staff. He stays up to speed on all the insurance, indemnity, and all the other contractual obligations we have to respect with the district. And he's also successfully corrals the engineers who tend to get ahead of themselves trying to get their projects done sooner rather than later. And he really was Dave, was a pleasure working with you. I'm really going to miss you. I know you've done a great job training up your transition team, and looking forward to work with them as well. But best of luck, man. It was great working with you. Thanks for everything.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Dave. That concludes my report, Madam Chair.
All right, thank you, Steve. Any questions of the general counsel? All right, item 13, AB 1234, reporting compliance. Anyone to make any report? Verbally?
Yes, this is Director Houston.
Yes, Director Houston.
Hi there. I just wanted to report that on the 10th of November, I attended virtually the West Hollywood State of the City held by the West Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. And so thank you, staff, for arranging a ticket for me. It was really an excellent presentation. And of course, like a lot of our cities, everyone's doing virtual State of the City addresses. And so, of course, that's the new world we live in. But anyway, that was on the 10th. And nothing else, except I also want to say congratulations, Dave, on your retirement. I really wish you all the best. I've certainly enjoyed getting to know you over the course of the 6 years I've been on the board. I do know and appreciate immensely your historical perspective of West Basin, as you know. And I still have that presentation you provided us, as well as some of the other things you handed out to us, and some of the other records that we found over the course of the last year or two that you were digging up. So it's not lost on me. Let's just put it that way. I really do appreciate it. This is such a great district, and it's wonderful to have staff that are so engaged. So best wishes to you. But also, please don't be a stranger when you get a chance to the agency, and when we get back to normal life, hopefully we'll see each other again. Thank you.
Was that all your AB 1, 2, 3, 4 report?
That was all my AB 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little extra. So there you go.
All right. Anyone else? Okay. I will submit my written report. Okay. Before we go to closed session, I'm actually going to have the directors to give their comments. So staff doesn't really need to stick around to hear all these good things said by our directors. So we will start with Director Deere. Any comments?
Well, so much has been said. We appreciate the efforts the staff is making. Dave's efforts have been great over the years. One thing I really need, though, while I have you on the phone, I need a copy of the AB 123 form. You know, the form we have to fill out. For some reason, I don't have one. So I need one of those. Could you hear me?
Yes, we'll send it right over to you.
We got
Okay.
you, Don.
Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Director Williams? Can you hear me?
Director Williams, you're on mute. There you go.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to say to Dave, congratulations on your retirement and best wishes in all of your new endeavors. And remember that we met before I became a director, back in the day when I was trying to get work out of West Basin as a consultant. And I remember that you were the one who was doing the agreement and getting all the language correct in there. Well, thank you. And again, you know, best wishes. And I know that you're not done because you're too young to be done. So you're going to be doing a lot more. And you might even put on a consultant hat. They say that public officials never retire. They just become consultants. So you may be on your way. You know, but again, best wishes and enjoy working with you.
Thank you, Director.
As far as others, the rest of the staff, I just want to echo Don Deere. He's my mentor, so I follow him. So very good. So just eat as much as you can because when you're this weekend, but stay safe. And if you can, stay home. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Williams. Director Houston, did you have any other comments?
Sure. I just wanted to also say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Please take care of yourself, take care of your family, listen to all the health advisories. I know that our staff is doing a great job. So many just don't seem to understand, but it's a tough year. I'm staying home. I'm not traveling. Most everybody in our whole network is not traveling. I think that's the best advice. So please have a great holiday season, and we'll see you back here next week. So thank you. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Director Quan.
Thank you. And coincidence, you retired, Dave. I hope you're not retiring because I'm not there. But anyways, 16 years. Has it been 16 years you've been with the district? It's a long haul. Very good. And I almost want to call you like the gatekeeper of all the contract. You look out for us. Good job. Have a lot of fun, like I will. Maybe I'll take you bike riding one day, okay? Or hiking. But enjoy whatever new chapter you are going to, or trouble you're going to get into, all right? And let's have a lot of fun, drink up, enjoy. And I actually forgot to thank Steve. Steve, our general counsel, thank you for your kind word. Steve, we are contract, right? Like 20 with your company, you and Rain, right? And it's been a fun ride. It has been a fun ride. I cannot deny that. Okay, and enjoy and say hi to Bob. And then I hope that you don't have to live in a trailer anymore when your new home come up. Okay, and I think I was laughing at you the other day. Yeah, and I think you have the best view of a trailer. So, anyways, enjoy, and wishing you guys all well and happy Thanksgiving to all of you. To all of you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Director Quan. I will make a few comments. I echo all of what my colleagues have said, and I want to really just make this comment. I think every board member, staff hears the fact that board members say thank you and what a great job you guys are doing. But I think it's from the heart and sincere. And And today, when we listened to the GM's report on some of the activities, Elise, I believe, yeah, she's the one that on her own initiative went out and found $10,000 for this organization to use towards COVID-19 products to make us safe and healthy. I think that is absolutely indicative of employees who are really dedicated, not just to West Basin, but dedicated to the human race. I mean, that's just a wonderful thing to do. And we're fortunate to have, all of you here, and certainly Lisa, who went out and did what she did relative to the money that she brought in. And Dave, I've listened to the comments from board members and others about your tenure here at West Basin, which proves that you have really made a difference. And I think if anyone can say anything about what someone has done being on a job or whatever for a number of years, when you can look back and say, I've really made a positive difference in folks' lives, that is a great legacy. And so I want to wish you well on your retirement. You deserve it. Unfortunately, we're in pandemic time, but you're fortunate to be able to retire and be with your family. So I wish you safety, a good health, be safe, stay home, the best for you and your family, whatever you choose to do. And we are still your family. And I say to all of you that you really do make a difference. We've been in this pandemic for about 8 months, I believe, and we have been operating outstandingly. I don't see any misstep in what we have done as an agency, and it's all because of you who make us as board members, this is what I believe, look good, because we set policy, we make them big decisions, but you're the ones that carry out what we believe is the right way to operate this district. So I wish you certainly a happy Thanksgiving. It's different this time, but we're blessed to be here, and blessings to your family. Again, be safe and be healthy and be happy. So thank you. Also, I wish that to my fellow board members and the general manager and all the staff. And thank you, Julie, administrative staff. I know that you guys are there because you're the ones that support the board, and we really do appreciate it, and we appreciate all of the staff. And so with that, and Steve, thank you for your counsel. We need you and we appreciate your counsel. So thank you very much. And Patrick, thank you for your leadership on your team. I think you referred to them as Dream Team, and they really are Dream Team. And thank you for your leadership. You've been outstanding, I believe, as a leader. So thank you very much. And so with that, I think we're going to have a closed session. So I'll go to Steve O'Neill for directions on that.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The board will meet in closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.8 to discuss potential real property negotiations concerning APN number 7529-017-903. The agency negotiators are the West Basin executive staff negotiating with the city of Torrance, and they will be negotiating the potential terms of a lease and related easements. So with that, I believe everyone has a separate closed session number to call in that has been provided by the general manager's office.
Yes, thank you. All right, please call in board members, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Julie, are you there? Julie?
Yeah, Julie's here to my right. Julie, do you want to, we'll change seats, Carol, so she can see you. Get to look at somebody.
Hi, Director Kwan. How are you?
Just want to say thank you. Yeah, just want to say thank you. All the hard work, you and your staff, Hazel, and all your admin staff. Thank you very much for all your hard work.
I
And,
appreciate that. And thank you for your years of service. I don't have a camera or microphone at my station, but thank you as well. I appreciate it.
I understand. It's all heartfelt. Thank you very much. I just want to say that. And you take care now. Have a very happy Thanksgiving and Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you.
Okay, Don Deere is the only person missing, I believe. Patrick, can you check on Don? We don't really need Don, so.
Well, we do need him, but we can do the report out without him. But I think we need, Steve, we do need another, let's see, well, no, we have enough. We have a quorum, I guess.
Are we voting again, Steve?
No.
Okay, that's why we don't, okay. All right, then, Don may not join us, so why don't we just have Steve report out, please?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The board met in closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.8 to discuss real property negotiations concerning APN number 7529-017-903. Discussion was had by the board and by motion of Director Williams, seconded by Director Deere, the board unanimously gave staff instruction on how to proceed with these negotiations. No formal action was taken by the board at this time. That concludes my closed session report.
All right, thank you. Nothing further, then let's see, what's next on the, we did director's comment.
No, we did that already.
Director
Right.
comment?
I know, we already did director's comment, so.
Madam Chair,
Yes, Director Williams?
I'd like to amend my comments.
Sure.
I would like to propose for a future agenda item that the board consider moving away from the paper agenda for board meetings and do this in the spirit of conservation and cost savings. Because I think we need to really look at the 3 R's of reduce, reuse, and recycle on the amount of paper that we use. If you look at the thickness of our agenda, we really don't need to do that because most of us attend the committee meetings and we have all of this. So reproducing it again is not a good idea to me. So I'd like for us to consider looking at that at a future date. Thank you.
All right, we will place that on the agenda and one of the committee so we can discuss it. Thank you for bringing it to our attention, Director
Yes.
Williams.
President Gray, if I may add, I mentioned earlier that we started the green team, restarted it. The sustainable
Green team.
And that was one of the very first suggestions. Can we try to go paperless more? So you're right on track with that.
All right.
All right, thank you. Anything else from any of the board members before we
Just say
adjourn?
thank you. Thank you again, everyone. All
Thank
right.
you, Carol, for your service. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.